Transformers of Eternia.
You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I finally got in Rio Blast, the Masters of the Universe Origins Rio Blast from Mattel Creations. It seemed like this guy came fairly quickly than usual things, but I'm going to do a review and kind of talk about this guy and open him up. But before I do that, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for checking out my channel. Now back to the show. Okay, so let's open this guy up and kind of get a feel for how this guy works out. I've never had a Rio Blast growing up as a kid, so this will be my first time I ever owned a Rio Blast. A part of me is like, why are there cowboys on Eternia? But okay, we'll see how this works and we'll see how this thing plays out. We're getting awfully close to the end of all the main characters, so this is kind of a nice thing that we're getting so close. And I know a lot of people want the the actual too bad for this line. So yeah, we'll see if that comes out fairly soon. But anyway, nice. It's nice that you can actually just do that for these ones from Mattel Creations. So you can actually just, do that. Here's the actual background. I'm going to kind of put it here so you can, if it'll stay, so it'll kind of sit there and you can kind of look at that. Anyway, he's obviously going after the characters, Grizzlor, Modulok, all these pieces of Modulok anyway. But yeah, this is what the guy looks like out of the package. Here, I'll kind of tip the camera here. So there we go. Anyway, that's what he looks like right out of the package. This is the little comic book that he comes with right here. Let's get this out. Yeah, anyway. Also, it kind of gives you a information thing, showcasing what you could do with the backpack of this guy. So yeah. Okay, it folds out. There we go. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to look, I guess, once it's all done. So there you go. Now you know what he looks like when you get him in the mail. Anyway. Now this guy didn't sell out right away, so that's it seems a little weird to me that it didn't sell out right away. Anyway, here's a comic. I don't know if you could see that very well, but so you get this in the comic. You might want to pause it if you want to read this, so you don't have to buy the character. I'll save you money, especially now that he's on eBay. He's probably more. But yeah, this is the comic. So yeah, I'm not going to read it all to you or anything, so you got to just kind of pause it. Read through it on your TV or your laptop or whatever, your phone. Anyway, so that's the comic. Anyway, so now let's get this guy out of the package. Hey, this guy feels kind of bulky. It's kind of cool, actually. Never had a Rio Blast, so this is my first Rio Blast. The classic original toy, I never, like back when that came out, I wasn't really collecting, or I didn't have a lot of money to collect. Obviously, I was a kid. So it was a little hard for me to collect without my mom or my dad buying it for me. But yeah, so you get this backpack. I'm going to get this out of there. We're going to point this down because I can't show you things very easily when it's up like that. Okay, so now let's take this guy. Get this out of the way, all these plastic things. So anyway, there he is. Here's the backpack. So the backpack is gonna, how does that work? Okay, so it, judging by what the instruction says, it kind of tells you to go like that and click it on. That's kind of a cool little design to click it on the back. It's interesting. So this, how does that work? Okay. So this is going to be like go. Okay, here we go. So he's got a little gun here. He's got a gun here, and he's got a gun here. So this guy is armed up. He's got his guns in his hands, so he can be the quickest draw in Eternia, I guess. So he's got that. So now the backpack. Oh, I see. Okay, it slides. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so we gotta get Charles Bronson to line up with that. Joking, because that's kind of what he looks like. Anyway, and he's got his little backpack, and now he's like armed up, guns out, everything. Let me lower this a little bit so you can kind of get a better feeling. That's about as low as it goes. Okay, so anyway, this is kind of what he looks like, all armed up, I guess. I don't think I forgot anything. So yeah, I guess he should be pointing his guns, huh? Oh, the cord's coming off. Oh boy, what's going on here? Okay, it plugs in right there and then plugs in right here. Kind of reminds me of Shockwave from Transformers. Anyway, I know this is kind of a weird comparison. Shockwave's all purple and he's a robot. But anyway, yeah, so this guy needs this. He's got a lot going on to stand, you know. But yeah, I think he might be a little tipsy because he's got all this stuff. Maybe he needs a little stand, one of these. I like these. I always buy these. I wish this post was more fitting like this post, though, so he could have his feet more open. But anyway, you just kind of stick him on one of these, and maybe then he'll stand without no problem. Put pegs in there, and there you go. All my Masters of the Universe, I have a stand for them like that because, pretty much every single one has to have that because I can't stand them falling over all the time on the shelf. So yeah, this is what he looks like in his armored version, all armed up, you know. Obviously, he's blasting away. It's Mr. Rio Blast. So yeah, that's kind of cool, the backpack, the way they did it. I mean, I don't know. In the 80s, did this like have like a button where you press and it just flips up maybe? I don't know. I've never had this guy before. So you guys will have to tell me in the comments because I've never messed with the original one. So I just imagine in the 80s they always had like buttons and things that just kind of had a spring load. Whereas nowadays everything is manual. You got to do it yourself because we live in the future. But yeah, I think I like him without all the armor stuff though, because he just looks kind of cool. I mean, you can kind of do that. Maybe it's like kind of an armored up, like launching from shooting at something flying, I guess. So then you just fold this back down and it's like that. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And he can flip his guns in like that, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't shoot himself in the side. But yeah, I mean, if you notice, he doesn't actually have hands that can grab a gun if you pulled these out. So that kind of does suck, but I don't know. Obviously, he has his guns built right in, so I don't think it's a big problem. But yeah, this guy looks pretty cool. I mean, I should really get him to stand next to other Masters of the Universe figures. Okay, here he is next to Cyclone. And here he is next to Extendar. Obviously, he's extended, so yeah. But yeah, I don't really like this. This is kind of stupid to me. I really don't like this. I don't know. I just don't think that this looks good. This guy could have used like a sword or like a weapon of some kind, maybe, because his little fold-out shield is not very cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's what he looks like next to them. We'll take Extendar out of here. We'll put Frogmonger in just to have another mix, you know. Anyway, and then we'll actually do something that's a little strange, but it's Masters of the Universe adjacent, I guess. have him standing next to one of these guys. He's one of the Sorosic warriors or whatever. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Anyway, so yeah, he stands right alongside him pretty well on the shelf as well. So if you ever get one of those guys, you definitely can have him stand there with him. So that's kind of cool. Because those really do fit in the Masters of the Universe line. They fit on the shelf very nicely next to a Masters of the Universe Origins figure. But yeah, so this guy looks very cool, and I actually am glad I got him, because I think he looks better than I originally thought. Because I originally was like, this guy was actually like Ninjor to me a little bit, because I always thought Ninjor was kind of like, why would you get a ninja on Eternia? You know, I mean, I guess there's other characters similar, but I'm just saying that I didn't really care for the idea of a ninja on Eternia. Well, now we got a Western cowboy. I'm surprised he doesn't have a cowboy hat. I'm sure somebody's making a 3D printed one as we speak. But anyway, it just seems weird that we got a cowboy, like a sheriff or whatever, on Eternia. But okay, whatever. It's whatever. I mean, the designers came up with this. Obviously, there's a Western loving guy out there that made one of these. Anyway, I'm just saying that this guy's a brave star or whatever, you know, type of character. But it's kind of nice. And I do think that this looks very cool. I mean, I just can't believe how fast this came to me, honestly. But yeah, this is fairly cool. I don't want to make a super long video, but I figured I would do a review of him because he is a cool looking character. Now I'm glad I got him. And we only got a few more to go of the classic actual character cast. I mean, the Too Bad is the one I really would like to get. That's obviously, I mean, I want the original classic Masters of the Universe Too Bad figure, clearly. And I'm sure a lot of you guys want that too, so we can finish off that and then move on to other characters. And then also we got to finish the Rock people, you know, the Stone Dar and Rock On. Those guys have to be all complete together. And I think they're going to do the female version as well, which is really kind of cool that they're doing that. But anyway, I think I've talked enough and kind of reviewed this thing enough. So tell me what you think of this guy in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.